holes to plant strawberries. Holes in the row cover. This landscape fabric will last about 5 years or 5 seasons, and it holds in the moisture quite a bit and suppresses the weeds. I whittled a flat stick right here with a little crook in it, and so for some of these roots that are pretty long, that pushes the roots down deeper, and then I use this to bring the soil up around. Now there's like a little crown in here. If the soil goes above this crown, the plant won't get enough light and it'll die. So the ideal depth would be for the soil to come up to about right here. Joan has punched the holes with that digging iron, but sometimes they fill back up a little bit. So push it down to about the right depth. And bring the soil around, snug around. Putting their little babies to sleep, putting a warm blanket around them, and then they'll grow some this fall, survive the winter in their warm blankets, and then in the spring they'll start growing and, Lord willing, producing some fruit. That one's got nice roots. Once we plant what's out here, we will have planted about 1,000 plants.
What variety are they?
These are, how do you pronounce it? Albion?
I think it's Albion, but I don't know.
Albion.
I have no idea.
It's an ever-bearing strawberry. So rather than, you have like June bearers that just produce, like in the spring, they produce a bunch and then they're over with. These are, they'll bear a little less strawberries, but over all the way from spring through fall. Spreads out the harvest a little bit.
And it looks like the kale is doing really well.
Yes, and the beets and the turnips. Yes, there's quite an abundance.
Are these like kind of in rows? I mean, it doesn't look, see like that? That kind of looks like a row.
I just walked along and broadcast it and tried to cover it as evenly as I could. And there was a few skippers where I didn't quite cover. And then after I spread the seed, I took the horses over it again with the cola mulcher and kind of packed the seed into the ground. It took me about maybe 15 minutes to spread the seed over this, and then probably took another 15 minutes to take the horses over it, pack There's a cold mulcher. It has like rollers on the front and the back and little tines. And I took horses, they pulled that over it and it packed the seed a little bit into the soil. And then the Lord sent the sun and the rain. And now there's an abundance of nutrition. These water droplets look almost like diamonds. Especially if the sunlight would hit it.
So that first section right there is just turnips?
That's turnips, yeah.
So
And
you
then-
really didn't plant that many turnips?
No, there is another field over on the other side of the barn.
Okay. That's just turnips?
Just turnips, yeah. It might be hard for the camera to see, but there's beets in there too.
Yeah.
You can see the red stems. Yep, come here on Sabbath and help us eat kale salad. God bless you all. I hope this inspires you to plant some things at your place too.